What up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys are watching another episode of Tbaby TV here live in the Twin Cities. And today I wanted to talk about going to school and furthering your education and enhancing your skills and everything for the workplace. What gave me this idea was on a previous video. I mentioned a little bit about me going to Job Corps, and someone responded back saying that they had a bad experience at Job Corps and that it was sort of like prison, and that they had to fight and there were gangs and things like that. And I pretty much wanted to comment and respond on that by saying life is pretty much what you make it. And I would still certainly recommend for all you young people ages 16 through 24. This is not like an advertisement. I didn't get paid for anything like that. But I recommend, strongly recommend, that you all consider going to Job Corps. I know when I signed up to go, a lot of people were skeptical. Even my family members were like, that they're gangs and things like that. But when I went, YouTube, let me tell you, it pretty much changed my whole life. Um, for the most part, I got sick and tired of living the way that I was. I was 18. I didn't have a GED. I didn't have a trade. I pretty much didn't have nothing. I was working at a telemarketing job, like for Sears, processing credit cards and things like that. I was living at home with my mom. She was getting on my nerve. You know, I wanted my own freedom, so I went ahead and I went to Job Corps, and everyone there is 16 through 24, so you're pretty much around people who are all your same age, and they take you out on trips. I didn't have to pay for anything. I mean, I grew up in a poor neighborhood, so we got, when I went to Job Corps, is all the juice you can drink, all the chicken you can eat. I was like, hey, that's what's up. And so I met great friends, and I got a trade. Y'all, let me tell you, a lot of people, it may not seem like much, but I got my GED, and when I got it, I cried because I didn't think I was ever gonna be. I didn't think I could even get that. And I know some people are like, wow, it's just a GED, whatever, woo woo. But no, it was more than that to me. I mean, my family was happy for me. You know, you still had your haters and stuff like that. And after I got my GED, I went on and got a medical trade. You know, something that I can use right now. I'm a certified pharmacy technician. I can go and actually do that. I'm a legal drug dealer. Holla back. How cool is that? And like when I would go home, I get a weekly fast and I go home for the weekend. And I would see my old friends doing the same stuff. You know what I mean? Still grinding, smoking, still having all these kids, still, in their mom basement. You know what I mean? It's not saying like, I'm not condemning them or bringing anybody down or anything, but you can tell when you're starting to do better and wanting to do better. Those people who weren't your real friends, they tend to turn, and you kind of feel the hatred coming off them. Like, oh, you going back to that school now, huh? I'm like, what for? Why don't you come along? Oh no, that ain't for me. You know what I mean? Well, if that's not for you, don't try and throw a stumbling block to bring me down. You know what I mean? So, I'm sorry, the song over. So, I did that, and after I got my medical trade, I transferred to advanced training in another state, and that was really cool for me too because I had never left the state before, and I got to get on the airplane. Never been on the airplane before. I know they're like, dang, this girl ain't never did nothing, but I took the step. Me and some friends, we flew to another state, and I took another trade. Like now, I can type like 63 words per minute, no errors. You know what I mean? And I went to a new place, and it just pretty much opened my eyes to so many things. I met so many people. Like now, I don't know if you know, but when you do go to certain job courses, people from different states. So now I met a friend in New York. So last summer I got to go to New York because I knew somebody there. I mean, it just opens up your eyes to so many things. I mean, sure you got haters in there, sure you got people getting kicked out, sure you got people doing the same bad things, but do your research on it. I strongly recommend, if you want to get your high school diploma, you want to get your GED, you can do that. If what trades they got? For guys, they got like construction, auto making, facilities maintenance. I mean, they got medical, they got CNA, pharmacy tech, they got business tech where you learn how to type and all that. Like I said, um, it pretty much is a stepping stone. You know what I mean? It's something that'll help you, get through until you make it. And so after I completed that, I got this sense of accomplishment within myself, and I was like, well, if I can get my GED, if I can learn, get a medical field certificate, if I could go on and get a business administrative certificate, then I can go to college. And right now, guys, I'm in my third semester of college. I'm doing good, and it's like, bam, it's just like a stepping stone. You just constantly go up and up and up. You know what I mean? And with those skills, I was able to get a job making almost $15 an hour then. You know what I mean? So it's like, wow, I'm telling you, if you motivated, can't nothing. I mean, nothing holds you back. So if you really want to go to Job Corps, if you really want to make a change, sometimes you got to cut out all those old people. You know what I mean? And once you start doing good, you'll see that they ain't mean damn good in the first place. So this is Tbaby TV coming to you live, letting you know that you guys can do it. And I strongly recommend Job Corps. I mean, some people go in there, and I ain't gonna lie, I saw tip drills, bust downs, tea baggers. I'm talking about females just getting down, just man, just busting down like crazy. And some of them end up going there getting pregnant and things like that. But if you got your mindset, your mind made up, and you just need like some additional help, they're there to help you. And I had the best time of my life, y'all. I got buddies there. I got friends. I've been out for like 3 4 years now. I still hang out with my friends. I still got all my connections. And so you pretty much know everybody that's 16 through 24. So that's pretty much all I have to say on Job Corps and the behavior. I mean, you just gotta choose which ones. Like there's Jolly at Job Corps. I know that's a good one. There's this one. What's the big one? Earl C. Clements. Now that one's really big. I think it's like 1,500 students. Like if you're probably worried about games and things like that, I probably wouldn't recommend that one because it's so full. But the little small ones like Atterbury and the one in St. Louis, they're real small, like maybe like 200, 300 people, and that's cool. So you can relax and you kind of know who coming in, who coming and going. But I mean, we had freestyle battles. They took us to baseball games. Like I never been to like cellular field and so I didn't think I thought that was for like white folks and stuff. But bowling, movies, things like that. I mean, we kicked it. So if you strongly considering, a way to change your life, I recommend Job Corps for all you all. So if you don't agree with me, or if you do, remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. So this is Tbaby TV live in the Twin Cities. Let me know what you guys are thinking about. Okay, follow back.